Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome once again to another live stream. I am very pleased to find in the virtual studio a Sally Inkster of Find Brand You. She's a personal brand specialist. She will help you find your personal brand. But we often talk about topics that affect the way that people perceive each other, especially as businesses and as brands. And today's topic is no exception. Today's topic being how your health affects your personal brand. And for the grammar Nazis out there, we've been fighting with computers for the last 15 minutes, whether it's effects or affects. Turns out it's affects. Sally, explain all.
Explain all. Do we explain which one of us got it right in the first place?
Well, neither of us got it right. Well, yes, it was. Of course we did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely, of course it was you that got it right. I just started doubting myself, and then it just got worse and worse. I'm glad we resolved it, though. I have to say.
We are totally resolved. So it seems unusual when my clients come to me and I say, right, we have to talk about your health. And they go, does it really have anything to do with personal brand? But as with everything when we do business, everything we do is based on what we've done before. And my history is in cancer nursing. So I have seen firsthand, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything at all. And so I was, I think, privileged enough to learn that in my 20s. But most recently, I've read, have you read the the Diary of a CEO, Steve Bartlett?
Yes.
Anyway, he explains health as a table. And so the table is your health, and everything like your friends, your family, your job, your career, everything that you do and love and try and protect and look after sits on that table. If that table is whipped away from under it, everything falls to bits. So to me, that is the simplest, best explanation I've heard of something I learned in my 20s.
I heard a variation of that, but I think it works well. I think of health as being like a three-legged milking stool. Any fool and any kid about the age of 8 onwards will show you how well they can swing backwards on their chair on 2 legs and perhaps even only on 1 leg. But you knock away that final leg, you're flat on the ground. So you can be slightly unwell, you can be very unwell, but if you get to the point where you're non-functional, everything, it's all gone.
It's all gone. Yeah. And so to get to that non-functional, we have to look after the not being very well bit a lot, because it takes care of what we need to do. And for me, the other thing about a personal brand, it's all to do with the energy you put over. It's the first impressions. It's how you walk into a room. It's what people remember you for when you walk out of that room. It is how you leave your clients feeling. It's how you leave your family, friends leaving. That is energy. And we all know when you are under the weather, you do not have the same energy as you do when you're in full health.
It's so true. It's so true. Although it should be noted, in a previous existence as a lead salesman of a tech company that's going back now 20 years, the biggest deal I ever closed, which was, I think, somewhere between 4 and 6 million pounds in total, spread over 3 years, I think. Of course, I didn't receive that, but yeah, anyway, was done when I was at my most depressed. And I think it's because I was giving absolutely nothing out. So instead of trying to persuade them to buy my whatever it was, they had to make their own decision up. So maybe there's something to be said for that. But the truth of it is, you just give nothing out when you're in that mode, do you? You shut down.
Yes. And I think people pick up on energies. So that's what I want to talk to today, in that if you're trying to build a business, or if you're an entrepreneur, your number one foundation that you have to put in, because personal brand is all about foundation, is looking after your health. Right. So I came up with an anagram. I'm very good with words today. An anagram, no? Analogy, an anagram. Where I go HEALTH.
Yes, I can't remember what they're called either, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's.
I wanted to say acrostic, but again, that's wrong. That's wrong too.
Well. Honestly, I think there's a problem with doing these things in the afternoon when it's boiling hot outside.
It's when it's boiling hot outside. That's the problem.
Yeah. Anyway, we're both
abbreviation.
No, it's not an abbreviation.
It's not an abbreviation.
No. Anyway, you can tell that both of us are neurodiverse, can't you? Anyway, I thought it might be helpful, number one, to you, because I know you're very into the first one. So H is for hydration. Okay. And it doesn't matter what you're doing in the day. So today is very hot. You should be drinking more because it's hot, obviously. But did you know that your brain takes most of your hydration? Because when you're not hydrated, apart from your skin going, dry and you don't feel very well, and, your brain shrinks. Because if you think about it, we're 90% water anyway. Our brain is huge and it shrinks in size. So we can't think properly. So both you and I need to have some water. The reason I'm telling you this, Gareth, is because I've seen your water bottle. Have you got it? Yes. So you have a lovely...
I've got another one now.
Oh, good. I had a moan.
I'll show you the original water bottle.
Okay, it's melted. And when you have a plastic bottle that melts, it lets off all kinds of toxins into the water that you were still drinking out of. So number one, hydration. Do it properly. Be sensible. You can drink other things. It doesn't just have to be water. Tea and coffee can count. If you drink a cup of tea, it's not going to give you as much as if you drink a cup of water, but it will still give you hydration. Food, salads, soups, all those give you hydration. So it's incredibly important to every part of our body.
Okay.
Right. You can do the spelling for me. What comes next? E. Exercise. Okay. Exercise. Now, exercise doesn't mean going to the gym. It doesn't mean that you have to run a marathon. It doesn't mean that you have to get up at 5 o'clock and run around the block or do 120 squats. Exercise literally means movement. So movement of anything. For the last week and a half, I've had 2 of my girls home from Australia. I've got 2 out there and 1 at home. And my 2 girls have come back for a holiday. But in that, we had a big party. And we had a big party in the garden. But my garden is 4 stories. And so you have to walk 4 flights of stairs to get to the garden. And so I was setting it up over a week. I didn't need to exercise. I walked up and down stairs. I can't even tell you how many times, but that's movement. When you get up to get a cup of tea, when you're watching telly, that's movement. When you get up from your chair, if you do a couple of squats, that's movement. Anything you can fit in. And you have to become one of those people who doesn't take the lift. So I am a person who doesn't take the lift unless I'm carrying suitcases.
Right.
Okay? That's my ethos. So if there's stairs, it doesn't matter whether they're 6 flights of stairs, 12 flights of stairs, even if I'm in Covent Garden and I have to walk the 368 stairs that there are there, I take the stairs unless I'm carrying luggage.
Right. But I mean, I have to say, I'm similar to that.
Okay.
But I don't take the lift unless I'm carrying bottles. Because I had a thing where I was carrying 2 Sainsbury's carrier bags. Other supermarkets are available. Trying to be all balanced there, and one of them decided to let go, and 3 bottles of Chardonnay smashed in quick succession. So I don't carry bottles upstairs now.
That's fair enough. To me, bottles are luggage. So
All right, fair enough.
You interpret it how you like. Okay, so that's E. You just fit it in when you can. And then we've got A. So can you guess what A is?
No.
Abstinence.
I would never have got that.
No, I didn't.
I would never have got that.
That's why I asked you. Okay, so abstinence. What do you have to give up? Okay, do you have to give up, let's say, smoking? Do you have to give up having excess of alcohol? Do you have to give up eating a packet of biscuits at night? Do you have to give up anything? What can you think of that you are having that is not good for your health, and that if you abstained for it, your health would increase a lot? And then the other part of abstinence is I do a little bit of fasting. So I'm not stupid about it, but I have my supper at 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then I don't eat again, probably till 10 or 11 o'clock the next day. Because when you give anything a rest, it gets better. We know if we go to bed, if we're not feeling well, we have a sleep, we have a rest, we feel better. It's the same with your gut. If you give your gut a rest, it can repair itself. So in today's world, anywhere I drive at the moment, there are cones and cones and cones of work. It says workmen. And I'm driving along at 12 o'clock in the day and I can't see any workmen at all. But it turns out they're closing the road and working at night. And this is what your body does. Your body sends out all the workers that clean up the mess in your gut when you are asleep or when you are not eating, because that's like your gut being asleep. So it sends out all those cleaners, those road cleaners, the office cleaners, and cleans your gut. So the longer you can give them to clean and repair, the better it's going to be.
I've been taking these tablets, well, not tablets, they're capsules with things like acidophilus and things like that to help my gut bio. Yeah, and you know what? That's changed my mental attitude. If I don't do it, particularly when it's hot or when I'm sweating a lot, if I don't do it when I go to bed, in the morning I wake up really feeling out of sorts. These days, I've been doing it, which is 6 months. I just bounce out of bed. I'm much better.
Exactly, because the workmen have been there, the cleaners have been there.
Absolutely, the cleaners. I like that.
Yeah. Good. Right, so that's HEA, and next we have L. Go on then, I'll test you again. Can you guess what the L is?
Oh God. Light.
No, love. Okay.
Love.
So, love. You are far healthier, both mentally and physical, if you can love yourself.
Oh, self-love.
Self-love. Because but I can't put an S in there. S doesn't come in S in health. So come on, give me a break.
No. I'm all good with it.
Okay. So when you get up in the morning and you feel groggy, and before you put your glasses on, in my case, before I put my glasses on, you have to tell the mirror that you're looking at that you're fantastic, you're brilliant, you're going to rock today, everything's fine, go on a positive note. And that will allow you then to look after your health, to do that hydration, to do that exercise, to do that abstinence, because you understand that your body is the only one that you get. Okay? So if you were given a present that was pristine and gorgeous, and you're never going to get another present, you're never going to get another one of those, you'd look after it, wouldn't you? You'd put it back in its box, you'd clean it, you'd make sure it didn't get broken, you'd put it in a safe place. That's what you need to do with your body. It's the only one you've got. You've got to love it and you've got to look after it. So that's L.
By the way, just so you know, I remembered. So you were thinking of an acronym.
Yeah.
But an acrostic is, so an acronym is a form of acrostic. Acrostic doesn't actually have to make a sensible word, whereas an acronym it does. And an acronym can be a phrase or a word. So it could be like every good boy deserves fruit for remembering the that's it.
That's clever. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's clever. So we've done HEAL, and next we've got T. And this, I think, is, again, incredibly important in personal.
A good cup of tea?
No, it's time.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
In the words In the words of the great man, time is an illusion, lunchtime doubly so.
Exactly, but everything takes time. Now, I know that a lot of people take, if they're doing their personal brand on their own, Gareth, they're going to take about 18 months because they'll do this bit right, then they'll have a light bulb moment, and then this they realise were wrong. And it's a long-winded way to work out who you are, what you stand for, and how you help in a really, really deep way.
Right.
When I have clients who work with me, we do it in literally hours, quite a few hours, but hours. And that takes away a lot of time, effort, and stress and money that you don't have to spend because you've sorted everything out first. So time is really important in your health because we all know if you go to the gym once, you're not going to see any effect and it's not going to do any good. So the rule is if you go to the gym 10 times, you will feel a difference.
Right.
Okay. If you go to the gym 20 times, people will see a difference. If you go to the gym 30 times, you will totally and utterly notice a massive change. And so everything takes time. Everything comes in its right time, but we have to take time with our health. We have to take time out to look after it, time out to get these things changed.
Wow. All right. Well, look,
we haven't quite finished that. We've got an H yet. H-E-A-L-T. Another H.
Oh, we got another H. Gosh, I lost the last H. Well, come on then.
Now you've put me off. Oh, okay. The last one, which everybody needs in every form, whether it be mental health, physical health, personal brand, whatever you need help.
Help. I got the last one.
Well done. So
Thank you.
should always ask. Ask your doctor, ask a professional, ask a friend, but ask for help.
Don't be frightened of it's pride, I think, that stops people from doing it. I think the perception is if you run your own business, you run your own ship, you should be able to do everything all yourself. You don't need other people's. And nothing could be further from the truth, especially with branding. Let's face it, we're not all branding specialists. Nope. You need people like Sally. So I suppose the message here is you can do this all yourself. You don't need Sally at all. You could but the likelihood it will take you a month of Sundays to get there. If you want to cut that down to a time whereby you could probably be doing something else with your life, then probably have a word with Sally. Sally, thank you once again for telling me a lot of stuff, which I felt like I should already have known, but I didn't. And making it obvious the effort you have to put in just to work out your personal brand. It's not just simply drawing a little squiggly picture and saying that's my.
It is not a logo. It's not a name. Or it's not your. That's branding. Brand is what you stand for. Branding is how you show it, and marketing is what you do with that branding to show your brand.
That's my neck of the woods. All right, look, thank you, Sally. Once again, brilliant work, guys. I'm going to wish you well. All of you that have been watching this, I would say we're here every week. Please try and tune in. And if you do come across either of us, just jump in and tell us what you liked and what you didn't like. And we'll obviously try and improve the show to make it more enjoyable for one and all. And so until next time we see you or don't see you or interact with you, I wish you all a wonderful week. Try and remember to wear sunblock 50. All those people going down to Glastonbury, oh my giddy aunt, please look after your skin. But for the rest of you, just look after your mental health. Bye-bye now.
Take care. Bye.
My son's just sent me a message.